Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Welcome to the Srimad Bhagavatam class. Today is Monday, 19th September 2016. We start with our prayers. Narayanam namaskritya
Narayanam namaskritya
naram chaiva narottamam
naram chaiva narottamam
devim saraswatim vyasam
devim saraswatim vyasam
tato jayamudiraye
tato jayamudire
nashtaprayeshu bhadreshu
nashtaprayeshu bhadreshu
nityam bhagavata sevaya
nityam bhagavata sevaya
Bhagavatya uttama shloke
bhagavatya uttama shloke
bhaktir bhavati naistiki.
bhakti bhavati naistiki.
Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya.
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 We are going to read from chapter 9 today of the third canto. We take one shloka from there. We have taken shloka number 5. Canto 3, chapter 9, shloka number 5. ये तु त्वदीय चरणाम्बुज कोशगन्धम्
Etu tvadiya koshagandham
जिघ्रन्ति कर्णविवरैः श्रुतिवात नीतम्
jighanti karna vivare shrutivat nitam
भक्त्या गृहीत चरण प्ररया च तेषाम्
bhaktya grahita charanam
नापैशिनाथ हृदयाम्बुरुह्वात स्वपुंसाम्
napeshi
ये तु त्वदीय चरणाम्बुज कोशगन्धम् जिघ्रन्ति कर्णविवरैः श्रुतिवात नीतम् भक्त्या गृहीत चरण परया च तेषाम् नापैशिनाथ हृदयाम्बुरवत स्वपुंसाम्
नापैसीनाथ हृदयाम्बुरुहात् स्वपुंसाम्।
कार्तिक प्रभु।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
हरे कृष्ण।
ये तु त्वदीय चरणाम्बुजकोशगन्धम्
ये तु त्वदीय चरणाम्बुजकोशगन्धम्
जिघ्रन्ति कर्णविवरैः श्रुतिवातनीतम्
जिघ्रन्ति कर्णविवरैः श्रुतिवातनीतम्
भक्त्या गृहीत चरण परया च तेषाम्
भक्त्या गृहीत चरण परया च तेषाम्
नापैसीनाथ हृदयाम्बुरुहात् स्वपुंसाम्
नापैशिनाथ हृदयाम्बुरुहात स्वपुंसाम्। Thank you, brother. ये those who to but Tvadiya your Charanambuja lotus feet Kosha inside Gandham flavor Jigranti,
Jigranti,
smell.
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 Karana Vivarai,
Karana
Karana
Vivarai,
Vivarai,
through the channel of the ears.
through the channel of the ears.
Srutivata Neetam,
Srutivata
carried by the air of Vedic sound.
carried
By the air of Vedic sound.
Bhaktya,
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 by devotional service.
by devotional
by
service.
devotional service.
Grahita Charanaha,
Grahita Charanaha,
accepting the lotus feet.
Accepting the
accepting the
lotus.
lotus feet.
Paraya,
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 transcendental.
transcendental.
Cha,
Cha,
also.
also.
Tesham,
Tesham,
for them.
for them.
For them.
Na,
Na,
never.
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 Apayasi,
Apaisi,
separate.
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 Nath,
Not,
Now,
oh my Lord.
oh my Lord.
oh my Lord.
Hridaya,
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 heart.
heart.
Amburuhat,
Amburuhat,
from the lotus of
lotus of
Swapumsam,
Swapumsam,
of your own devotees.
of your own devotee.
Oh my Lord, persons who smell the aroma of your lotus feet, carried by the air of Vedic sound through the holes of the ears, accept your devotional service. For them, you are never separated from the lotus of their hearts. Oh my Lord,
Oh my Lord,
persons who smell the aroma of your lotus feet,
person who smell the aroma of your lotus feet,
carried by the air of Vedic sound
carried by the air of Vedic sound,
through the holes of the ears,
through the holes of the ears.
accept your devotional service.
Accept your devotional service.
For them,
for them,
you are never separated
you are never separated
from the lotus of their hearts.
from the
From the
lotus
lotus
of
of
their
their
heart.
hearts.
What a wonderful shloka.
Right.
Gives us so much, pleasure to hear like this, right? Smell the aroma of your lotus feet, carried by the air of Vedic sound through the holes of the ears. Wow. So when we are hearing Bhagavatam, that's what it says, that it's just like smelling the aroma of the lotus feet of the Lord. And then it's very easy to accept devotional service. And then, it's never separated from the hearts of these devotees. Wow. So we'll go into the chapter. Thank you very much. So this chapter is called Brahma's Prayers for Creative Energy. So in last week, chapter 8, we saw that how Brahmaji had darshan of the Lord in his heart. So he was talking to the Lord and he was, trying to tell us about the Lord, how the Lord looked. We read all those wonderful descriptions. And this whole chapter today is the Brahma's prayers, and then of course in the last Krishna answers his prayers. So we'll just go one by one. Very, very nice, beautiful prayers. So first Brahmaji tells Krishna that after many, many years of tapasya, we know that he did for 100 celestial years. He says, I just realized one thing. And after having your darshan now, that the embodied living entity. That means all of us here, human beings. He said, they just cannot know you. I thought I knew you also, but now I realize that I don't know you. And I realize now that you are the only knowable object. So he says, I don't even accept that there is something superior to you. And if it is there, then it's not absolute, because you are already absolute. So how can there be something superior than absolute? So he says, for me, you are the absolute truth. For me, you are the most superior most. And then he says, you are showing me this form, which is free from material contamination. And then this form can be shown only by your mercy. Nobody can force you to show this form. And he says, I'm so fortunate. First of all, I'm born from the lotus stem. I'm coming out of your navel. And now I'm having your darshan like this. How much more merciful can you be to one person? So even I've used my knowledge, which is a Vedic knowledge, which is superior knowledge, still you're this form, Satchidananda Vigraha that I'm seeing, there is no comparison with anything else. And that's why he says, I want to surrender to you, because I'm a knowledgeable person, so-called knowledgeable person, because I know all the Vedas and everything. So I can become sometimes proud, maybe. I don't want to become proud. So that's why I'm praying to you. See, remember we discussed this earlier also. The Brahmaji is praying that he should not become proud of being able to create. Because he says, I know that you are the cause of this creation. I'm just a nimitta. And then I also have understood that you are the most auspicious for the whole universe, all universes in fact. And then that's why, all the devotees meditate, chant, try to see your form. Somehow or the other, they hanker for it. And please accept my humble obeisances. And then today's shloka is those the devotees who have smelled the aroma of your lotus feet. There you are established in your heart, like you are established in my heart now. And then now Brahmaji talks about the non-devotees, the karmis, the general population. And he says, these people who do not know you and don't want to know you also, they are always full of anxieties, material anxieties. Always afraid. And that's why, including, sometimes people say, oh, he's such a nice person, he's God-fearing. I mean, earlier, even I used to appreciate that, somebody is God-fearing. But now, after Prabhupada explained that devotee is never God-fearing, we are God-loving. Why we have to be afraid of Krishna? Somebody who is defying the law only has to be afraid, right? If you're cooperating with Krishna's laws, then there's nothing to be afraid about. And he said, these people generally they're busy doing what? Protecting their wealth, protecting their body, protecting their friends, protecting their families. And they're always full of lamentation. Oh, I could not achieve this, I could not do that. Somebody making few billions or few millions also is crying, because somebody else is making more than me. If nothing else is there, sometimes Somebody asked me one time that why this, in Indian context, that this Reliance and so on, these big companies, why they are still hankering for money. But it's not money, it's power, it's the position. Because if you are number 2, you are number 1, and next year you become number 2, then it's a matter of shame for you. Although you are still billionaire, but still somebody else has become superior than you. And this all happens, Brahmaji says, because these people are not ready to accept you. They are not ready to surrender to you. And then he says, I pity these people who are bereft of. That means they do not know the glories of chanting and hearing. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam. They just don't know. And they don't want to know also. So they are very fortunate. They have no sense. They have no good sense. But they think that they are very smart. They think that they are very intelligent. Brahmaji is talking long time back. Beginning of the creation. He said they are constantly perplexed. By what? Hunger, thirst, cold, secretion, bile, coughing in the winter, suffering in the summer, rains. And we know whatever season comes, maybe sometime you get a good week. Beautiful weather, so everybody discusses it. Wherever you meet. Today I had gone for some checkup for my back problem. And the lady was asking, she is inside the hospital. It's all, air conditioned and so on. So she's asking me, sir, how's the weather out? Is it hot there? Hot out there? Because she said, I don't know what the weather is because morning to evening I'm there inside. So at the moment, even if in the evening you come out, and then there's little heat, you become disturbed. So Brahmaji said, I'm absolutely sorry for them. I pity them. And she said, actually, I have learned one thing from you, that all these material miseries have nothing to do with the soul. They are not factual. As far as the soul is concerned, they are not factual, but unfortunately, the soul identifies with the body, and that's why the suffering starts. So that these people cannot never get out of the entanglement of this material world. And then look at what they're doing. Engaging in very troublesome work. If not, outwardly it may look like you're sitting in an air-conditioned cabin and everything is fine, car and this and that. But mentally, so disturbed. Many of them cannot sleep in the night without a peg of some liquor or something, or putting some ice bag on their heads, or somebody massaging them, or something like that. One of the biggest industries in the medical world is sleeping pills. Fast selling item, always in demand. And then he says, what to talk of these materialistic people? Even the sages who are against your transcendental topics, who do not want to hear your pastimes or topics, even they are rotating. He says, they are also coming back and going, sometimes they are going and merging in the Brahma Jyoti and they're coming down, and like that they're also suffering ultimately. And he says, look at your devotees now. The devotee can see Krishna through his ears. How many times we have felt like that, right? When we are hearing something nice about Krishna, we feel that we are seeing him. And by seeing you through Shravanam also, the heart gets cleansed, right? That's the process we have. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Process is hear it, say it so that you can hear it, and then it goes through the ears and cleanses the mirror of your heart. And then he says, Brahmaji says, they can see you. When the heart is clean, then you can see Krishna just by hearing. And then he says, you are so merciful to them that you are available to them. And in Kali Yuga, you will be available to them in the form of your name itself. And then here, important instruction from Brahmaji. Yeah. He says, oh Krishna, I know that you are not satisfied when people worship devatas, devis. They are arranging, all the devatas and devis, they are making arrangements for your grand worship. And actually they get disturbed, when people approach them for something, for their materialistic demands. The people are obstacles. So they think that we are worshipping, but that worship is not a very good idea, because the Devi and Devatas actually want to serve Krishna and they are busy there. And that's why Lord Shiva, when somebody asks something material, he just gives it off, because he says, okay, take and go, don't disturb me. So people who are full of material hankerings, they just seek some solace in this Devi Devatas worship. Because sometimes they get these results, material results, and they say, oh, okay, look, you went there and you did this and you did that puja and you got this. But they don't know that they are missing the most wonderful experience of serving you, hearing about you, talking about you. So he says, okay, it's not, sometimes the Vedic rituals also help, charity helps, some tapasya also helps, but the goal should be Krishna. If goal is not Krishna, then it doesn't help. It helps materially maybe sometimes. You can please somebody and get something out of it. That's all. So this way Brahmaji is going on praising him, One by one, he's just offering his prayers. He just switches from one topic to another topic, but keeps on, glorifying Krishna. And then now he's talking about his internal potency. He says, even your impersonal feature can be realized only by those who are surrendered. And he says, you expand into me and Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu for the three purposes, we know that. So he says, you are so merciful that even invoking your names can take care of all the sins of many, many births. And one day can attain you. And he says, you are the root of this whole planetary system. The planetary system is various planets. If you take it as a tree, then the root is Krishna. And then he says, this tree has grown by first penetrating through in the material nature in three trunks, as me, Shiva, and you. And Brahmaji has see the sadhu, devotee, does not mix words when talking, does not try to please somebody, except Krishna. And Krishna, when we are pleasing, then anything stupid we want to do to please him will not work. Krishna knows exactly what we are asking and why we are asking and what's going on. So, and he says people are foolish, those who are engaged in, some activities, so-called social activities, etc. So he says, that the struggle will continue as long as they do not want to surrender, they do not want to serve you, they will keep suffering by coming back again and again into this material world. And then now he's saying that, Krishna, you are Kala, you are the controller, you are the enjoyer of all sacrifices. You have given me a abode, Brahmaloka, which will last for a long, long time. And I'm the leader of all the planets, he says. And although I have undergone many, many years of tapasya, still I offer my respects to you. See, this is called humility. Of course, there is a tinge of arrogance in that, in the sense, but Brahmaji is taking that, he's just trying to smash his own arrogance, own ego, with the help of Krishna. And then he says, Krishna, you appear in so many species, sometimes even lower than the normal animal, like the boar incarnation, Varaha, Kurma. And then you also come as a Devata, Rishabhadev and so on and so forth, big things. Kapila Dev, Rishabhadev. And he says, I also respect you because you follow the rules set up by you. You yourself have set up the rules of the Dharma, of the religion. And you are following it yourself. So you become even more worshipable, As they say, practice, preach and practice. If they are same, then results are very nice. So like this, he is just praising him. He's talking about his bed of Ananta Shesha. And then all these universal planets in his body. When it's time for him to take his breath in. So this way Brahmaji continues. And then there are a few more prayers in this. He talks about Rama, not Rama, Rama, the goddess of fortune, Lakshmiji. He says, your activities are enacted through his internal potency, Rama. And so he says, while doing my job of creating this material world, partially creating, I always keep these prayers so that the false prestige should not bother me. So this way, when he was go back to Maitreya, because Maitreya is talking to Vidura, and he says, so Vidura, so this way Brahmaji prayed to the Lord, and the Lord saw that where Brahmaji was very, very anxious about the planning and construction of the different planetary systems. And actually he was a little depressed because he sees only devastating water, and then some dryness starts, drying of that starts, but still he's praying because he also wants strength. He also wants motivation. He also wants backup. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead now starts addressing him. He calls him, O Brahma, O depth of Vedic wisdom. He said, don't be depressed, don't be anxious. Everything is under control. Because what you are asking me is already there. I have granted this. So there's nothing more to be granted, just be rest assured. Just situate yourself in penance. and meditation while following my instructions, following the principles of knowledge what I have given you. So this way you will be able to understand everything within your heart. And then he says, while creating this word, always keep your focus on me. And when you see me, automatically things will start happening. Automatically you'll get intelligence to create different things. Because everybody is in me, Krishna said, including you and this whole creation. Everybody is in me. So when you are creating, you will see me in every living entity. And gives an example, just as fire is within wood, so I am within this creation. If you have this transcendental vision, then there is no problem for you. But if you lose that vision, then you will not be able to. And then you will be in illusion again. So get over all these modes of material nature. You don't need them. They're already there on their own. So you would just make sure that I am always present in your thought. I'm always associating with you. That way your consciousness will become a pure consciousness. There's no problem for you then. And I know that your desire is to expand and have innumerable living entities taking forms, body. So be assured that my mercy is always available to you. Always available to you. Because you are the original Rishi, and because your mind is always fixed on me. So although you are busy in generating, but your mind should be fixed on me. So that way, what will happen is, the Rajoguna, the mode of passion, will never bother you. And then Krishna says, although I'm not easily available, I cannot be knowable, but because, and you know me today to a large extent, because you have satisfied me. That's why I'm giving you this benediction. Remember, he says, when you came out and then you're thinking, what is the source? And then you even enter the stem, right? And then you could not see anything. And then he says, I took mercy on you and I showed you my real form in your heart. And now your prayer that you chanted, that show that you have firm faith in me. That's what is needed. I'm very much pleased by your description of me in terms of my transcendental qualities. So he says, I grant you all benedictions in your desire. And then Krishna says, any human being who prays like Brahma and who thus worships me shall very soon be blessed with the fulfillment of all his desires, because I am the Lord of all benediction. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita also that everything, all these benedictions ultimately come from me only, although it looks like some Devata or Devi are giving. I am the Paramatma of every individual. I am the Supreme Director, and I am the dearest. I am the best of the friends. Actually, and people are unnecessarily, attached to their gross and subtle bodies. Actually, they should be attracted to me, attached to me. Krishna is saying that. Me only, not attached to me also, me only. So now, follow these instructions and generate as before. That's important. Don't try to do something new. So this way, Maitreya said, Krishna gave his instructions, gave his darshan, and then he disappeared. Okay. So thank you very much. It was a really good chapter with beautiful prayers from Brahma. Hare Krishna. So if you have any questions, comments, you can take it up.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, sir.
Prabhuji, this is the same scene which Shukdev Goswami also initially explained when Brahmaji.
Yes. Yes. It's same. Except that details will be different always. Because different person is speaking. So he is adding his realization to that and what he does. Because Maitreya Rishi has directly heard from Krishna. Shukdev Goswami has not. He has heard it from his spiritual master like that.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes.
So Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes.
So this information is from Maitreya Prabhu. So Maitreya it's Maitreya ji to Vidura ji, right?
Vidura, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Because Vidura went in search of Maitreya. He was told by Uddhava that you go to meet Maitreya. And Maitreya was the last person to be with Krishna before Krishna left this planet.
Okay, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So thank you very much.